Krakow in Poland, and I moved here when I was 14.
I'm from Xi'an, the Shanxi province in China.
I grew up in Cornwall, England, and then 4 years ago we moved to Australia.
I'm from Tauranga in the North Island of New Zealand.
Before moving back to Poland, my mother went to university at Monash, and she told me that was a very good university.
I've always wanted to study overseas, and I found Monash from the internet, and I've heard they have a really good med program.
So I really wanted to go to a university in Melbourne, and my parents knew about Monash and knew it had a really good reputation, so I applied here.
Well, I really liked the flexibility of a double degree at Monash. I was really quite happy to have the opportunity to come to Melbourne. Fantastic place.
Personally for me, because I've been here a few years, I don't see any challenges, but for my friends I know that they find it hard to get used to the schooling system because it's so different.
Well, I think at first the language barrier is always going to be a problem, and also there's a cultural clash between the Western world and the Eastern world.
So although I'd been here for 4 years, I still felt like a bit of an outsider because I'd had a different upbringing from everyone else. So I found meeting new people was a bit difficult, and it was just a bit scary.
Moving to any place is really difficult, and starting university is really difficult in itself. So it was really hard to move here by myself without my family, not knowing anybody, meeting new people. University was overwhelming, and it was just quite difficult not to have that supportive home around you.
I put down that I was an international student when I signed up for the Arts PAL program, and so they partnered me with another international student, and that's kind of helped me get used to uni life.
Well, I've joined a lot of clubs of my cultural background, and there's a lot of people who's going through the same thing as I am, and that really helped with my transitioning.
I really enjoyed going on law camp, which is provided by the LSS. It was a lot of fun. I met a lot of new people, and I just felt at ease going back into the course.
I'd have to say that, coming from New Zealand, I didn't do the New Zealand curriculum, but I did the International Baccalaureate, and Monash was really helpful in being able to convert that to an ATAR, and that process was pretty smooth, which made the journey a lot smoother.
I think that maybe they could run workshops before the uni year starts to kind of help the transitioning into uni life and to get used to the modes of teaching, especially for us international students.
Well, I feel the university could provide more opportunities for me to meet and network with Australian students, for me to branch out beyond my comfort zone.
Well, I've heard about the buddy system that Arts has from a friend, and I think this should be extended to all faculties because that would have really helped me out to have a buddy and someone more experienced and more mature to ask questions from and to learn from and just to know.
Well, I kind of came out here on a bit of a whim. I hadn't really had a lot to do with Monash. In New Zealand, I know that Melbourne Uni had an open day kind of thing in Auckland. It was a bit of an exhibition, and it just wasn't the same for Monash. So it was a bit of a jump in the dark. Happy I made that jump, but yeah, more information would be a lot more helpful.